But a lot of us, we try to force certain things, certain relationships in our life, certain friendships, certain jobs in our life that aren't meant for us. And we wonder why when we get it, we're unhappy. We wonder why when we get it, we don't have peace. We wonder why when we get it, it's miserable. We're stressed out because it's not supposed to be in our life. I'm going to tell you right now, for you guys in relationships, I believe in fighting for relationships, but I don't believe you're fighting for it alone. Okay, I don't believe in going to chase someone, because if you're chasing someone, that means they don't want to be there. No matter how bad you want it, no matter how bad you want them, you can't keep a person that doesn't want to be kept. In friendships, you can't make somebody loyal who's addicted to being unloyal. You can't make somebody faithful who doesn't want to be faithful. You can't make somebody a truthful person that's a liar. Okay, that's just how it works. And so many times we want the best for people, and that's great because we have great hearts, but you can't change a person that doesn't want to be changed, okay? You can't change a person that doesn't want to be changed. So a lot of us, we're in relationships that we aren't supposed to be there no more. We're sitting there and we're praying to God to bring this person back, but God allowed that person to exit your life for a reason. Because that person was abusing you, that person was causing you stress, that person was talking to you crazy. I'm gonna tell you something right now in relationships. If you're talking to your partner crazy, if y'all got fights all the time, y'all cussing each other out, that ain't no relationship, man. That seems like an enemy to me. You're supposed to be lifting each other up, not breaking each other down. I see so many relationships act like they're opponents. So many friendships act like they're opponents. You're supposed to be teammates. You're supposed to be working together to make each other better. The world's already gonna try to tear you apart. It shouldn't be coming from your own household, man. So if you're in a situation where you're trying to force something, maybe that's a sign that you're no longer supposed to be there, especially when you're trying to force and fight for it alone. It's a reason why it's not working. It's a reason why God allowed that person to leave your life. Maybe it was a blessing. Maybe, I know it hurts, but trust me, sometimes certain things got to leave your life so better things can enter your life. Certain things got to end so better things can begin. Yes, I get it. This chapter is over. You're hurt. You want this chapter. You want this person. You want this job. You want this situation. Listen, when I lost football, I thought my life was over. But little did I know, my life was just beginning. Little did I know that God had something better for me. Little did I know that he had more peace for me. Little did I know that he had more clarity, a less stressful life for me. But when I was in the storm, I couldn't see it. And I know you're in the same position. You can't see. You think that that's what your life is about, that person or that job. We place our all into this situation. That person and that job, I'm going to tell you right now, it might be a very special something in your life, a very powerful something, but it's not everything. God should be your everything. If you lose a person and then you lose your relationship with God, that person has become your God. If you lose that job and you lose your relationship with God, guess what? That job has become your job. Your job has become your God. It's time for you to put God first and trust him. And I know it hurts. I know it's hard. I know it's stressful. I get it. It's easier said than done. But if you're trying to force something, man, if you're trying to beg somebody to be back in your life, true love, you don't have to beg for that. You don't have to beg for respect. You don't have to beg for loyalty, because somebody that's about that life is going to give it to you regardless, because they respect you. They love you. They care about you. Does that mean they're not going to make mistakes? No, everybody makes mistakes, but they're not going to continue to make it a choice to disrespect you. They're not going to continue to make it a choice to do you dirty. They're not going to continue to make it a choice to tear you down. Because I'm telling you, it's a difference between a mistake and choices. And you got to realize this. You're choosing to settle for it. You're choosing to settle for that. You're choosing to stay there. You don't have to be there. That's a question I ask myself so many times in life, in any aspect of my life. Do I have to deal with this? Do I absolutely 100% have to deal with this? Or am I choosing to deal with this? And 9 times out of 10, you're choosing to deal with it. And when you're choosing to deal with it, guess what? You can choose not to. But it's up to you to know your worth. It's up to you to know what you deserve and know what you're not going to settle for. Because you can't live a happy, fulfilled life when you're around people, when you're around things that leave you empty. It doesn't work. You can't live a life that you can't be the person that God's created you to be when you're around somebody or people that make you feel bad for being yourself, that make you feel not enough for being who you are. But that's up to you, man. Don't complain about the things that you're willing to change. I just know that you shouldn't have to force certain things, man. You shouldn't have to beg somebody to be there for you, to support you. And this is anything in life. If I got to beg you, if I got to listen, I'll leave you with this. You should never have to force somebody to do what they want to do. And that's in business, that's in relationships, that's in anything, friendships. If you got to force them to do it, more than likely they don't care about it. Because think about this. When it's a privilege, when you understand it's a privilege to have that person, to have that job, you go over and beyond because you've been praying for that opportunity. You've been praying for that job. Don't nobody got to make you work for it. Don't nobody got to tell you, don't nobody got to preach effort to you, because you understand it's a privilege to have that person or to have that situation. So if you preaching effort all the time to that person or situation, then maybe that person don't want to be there. And maybe you need somebody in your life or something in your life, if it's a job or whatever situation you're going through. Maybe you need somebody there that really wants to be there. And maybe you just need to learn how to love yourself first and love God first and understand who you are without depending on other people to justify who you are or have them create you to be a person that they need you to be. Be who God has called you to be. And the person, the hearts, and the situations that are meant for your life will respect that because they've been praying for a person like you. They see you as privilege. And when they see you as privilege, they treat you as one. They treat you special. Like I say at the end of every single video, man, it all starts with you. All right? Let's get it.